Hi everybody, I'm with Rebecca with mycrazyjourney.com, and today we're going to go over how to take a Wellnicity Neurotransmitter test. So when you first get the box in the mail, it will be a large turquoise box that looks something like this. Inside that will be another box that looks like this, and inside that will be this box right here. It just slides in that sleeve, and so you'll pull it directly out, and this will contain everything that you need right here. So the first thing you're going to do is to go over wellnicity.com and register your test kit. This will ensure that they understand that it is your test kit and make sure that the results come directly to you. So you're going to click on Register Test Kit at the top right-hand corner of the screen and fill out complete your health assessment form as part of your test registration. The next thing you're going to do is to confirm your test kits. The very first thing you want to make sure you have is your test requisition form. Blank on one side and you will fill it out completely on the other. This will have your contact details, and it will also have the date and signature that you are there allowed to process this test and look at your medical information as part of processing that test. Make sure you fill this out first and put it in a very safe spot. This will need to be mailed with your test. The next thing you have is a urine collection cup that looks like this. It's the larger container. You'll also have a smaller container. They call this the vial with stabilizing powder. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but you might be able to see how it has a little bit of turquoise colored powder in there. So you want to make sure that stays in there. You only get one shot at this, so definitely you want to make sure you get it right the first time. So both of those are in there. The next thing you have in there is a urine dipstick filter card. Yes, that's what they call it. It's going to be in a plastic container like this. You're also going to put everything in this plastic container as you mail it off. And this right here is the urine dipstick filter card. Yes, say that 3 times. So what that is basically here, and in there, this is the dipstick. It's kind of a series of little papers, as you could probably see, and that's what you're going to actually dip in there. So we'll come back to that in just a moment. You also have a Desiccant Packet. Desiccant Packet is just a silica packet to help absorb any excess moisture, even though everything you send will be sent dry. You also have the plastics bag itself, and this has a pocket on the side to where you will put your requisition form at the end. And then you also have a pre-labeled sample return box. So in this box, you will take this out, and in the bottom, you will have your sample return box. Now this particular one uses the US postal system, where some of them use UPS, so either one of those is fine. Whichever one it says, that's where you will want to drop it off. You'll simply pull this into shape, and then you will fold this with every of your test contents inside. This has a little sticky to help it stick after you are done. And so that's how you will close the box at the end. But for right now, we need it open, so I'm going to set that aside. You're going to perform this test in the morning, and it's going to be your second urine void of the day. So the first time you wake up, you're going to go to the bathroom like normal, and don't worry about that. During the next couple hours, they don't want you to consume more than 8 ounces of water or any type of liquid prior to collection. They also don't want you to have any stimulants. So no green tea, no coffee, no caffeine, and no medications such as like Adderall or anything like that need to be consumed during the collection time. Women should avoid samples that are done during their menses or during their period so as to keep blood out of the urine sample. We also don't want you to have any antidepressant medications such as Cymbalta or Lexapro or Effexor or any of those kind of things. So if you're taking some type of antidepressant, if you can go off of it for the time being, absolutely do. Although, please consult with your doctor before you go off any medication and let them know you're taking a test. If you are taking a test, then we simply need to know that you are on that antidepressant so that we can accommodate for the result changes as a result of taking those medications. We also want to do an amino acid supplements. If you're on any amino acid supplements, please don't take those during the testing time. I would also definitely not take them within about 24 hours of taking the test. They also don't want you to have any animal protein. So no meat, no milk, no yogurt, no type of animal protein that morning of the test. And that includes collagen powder and bone broth. So you'll eat fruit, or just, you can also fast during this time, and that's not going to be a problem at all. You want your urine collection taken within 4 hours of waking up. So if you wake up at 8 o'clock, you want to make sure that you take it before noon. And especially if you're avoiding food, you'll want to take it as soon as possible. So although you are not taking your first urine void, you'll be taking your second urine void of the day. So you may not actually feel the urge to go. So in about an hour or two after going the first time, go ahead and try to go, whether you feel the urge or not, so that you can collect the sample and move on with your day afterwards. Okay, so again, after rising for the day, you're going to collect the second urine void. The collection cup should be around 3/4 the full. So you're going to urinate in this until it's about here. So that's about 3/4 of the cup full. And then you're going to pour that into here and mix it with the stabilizing powder. So that was that turquoise powder that I showed you beforehand. As you can see, a little bit of turquoise in that. So then you're going to shake it up really well until it turns about a bluish color, blue-green color. And then you're going to unfold the dipstick filter so that the dipstick is pointing down. So notice I have everything folded up this way, and I'm going to dip it into the container and saturate it fully. At that point, I'm also going to let that dry. So I'm going to pull this up right here until it stays up by itself, and I'm going to let that dry for 24 hours. It's very important that this is fully dry before we pack it and mail it off. So it must be fully dry. Once it is fully dry, then you can fold the filter card into the original closed position, and then you'll write your name, collection date, and time of your urine sample on the outside. You will also put that back into the plastic bag, and then you will make sure that your requisition is filled out and put it into the sleeve on the side of that plastic bag. At that point, you will put that back into your box that is pre-labeled. You shouldn't have to pay any shipping. You might have to it will be kind of a tight fit, so you might have to kind of like fold the edges a little bit and stuff it in there. And then you will close it up and mail it with the US Postal Service. And that pretty much is everything. Just make sure your desiccant, the little silica gel packet, is inside there to absorb any moisture. There should not be any moisture, but just in case there is, you want to make sure. And place the filter card in there, and you're ready to go. There's some additional instructions back on the back, so I do encourage you to read both sides of this thoroughly, just in case there's anything I missed or anything that you missed, to make sure that you understand it completely. Your mailing instructions are here to follow, and you should be good to go. Should take approximately 2 weeks for your results to come back, and they will come directly to you, and then you will need to share them with your provider to know how to react to them properly. Hope that helps. You guys have a wonderful day, and we will see what's inside your neurotransmitters very soon.